Hello and happy publication day to Hackenfeller's Ape. That's the wrong one I'm holding up. Hackenfeller's Ape by Brigid Brophy. This is a beautiful Faber and Faber reissue of Brophy's debut novel from 1953. That version you saw at the start there, that's my old version. This was the first Brophy I ever read, and I think this version, the artwork is by Michael Levy, Brophy's husband. This is the new artwork on today's Faber and Faber edition. It has a new introduction by Sarah Hall, and this rocket ape design on the cover is by Louis Gabaldoni. It's beautifully put together. Brophy has featured quite a bit recently on the channel and the podcast. A couple of months ago, I did a podcast on Brophy's later novel, The Snowball, where I was very lucky to be joined by the daughter of Brophy and Michael Levy, Kate Levy, who has very kindly sent me this new edition ahead of its publication today. So really excited to get my hands on this. I think it very much necessitates a new Brophy podcast. Hopefully the publication will inspire more interest in Brophy. I think this is, the word accessible is sometimes a bit of a dirty word, but I think this is among Brophy's more accessible novels. It's a very funny novel. The ape species of the title, Hackenfeller's Ape, is, as she says in her epigraph, fictitious, but unfortunately the other species, Homo sapiens, is not. Among other things, the novel is a very clear-eyed assessment of the latter species, in contrast to the cruel scientific practices that Brophy spent her life campaigning against. Here she scrutinises Homo sapiens in the manner of a delighted and disappointed naturalist, as Sarah Hall says in the new introduction to this edition. The plot features a professor who is studying two of these apes in captivity. He's trying to observe them mate, but they are not very forthcoming in that department. He's playing them Mozart, he's trying to get them inspired. And he's also trying to fend off a government scientist who is hell-bent on sending one of them into space. It's a high contrast novel of technology and savagery, humanity's primitive side, masked by scientific progressiveness, and an image encapsulated by a primate at the wheel of a rocket. It's full of some of the Brophy trademarks that I spoke about on my Snowball podcast. Mozart, of course. There's a touch of Faberbankian absurdity and camp, I think, and a general tone of amused mistrust in humanity. So this should be out now wherever you get your book. So look out for it. I really highly recommend it, and look out for a podcast on Hackenfeller's Ape shortly. And spread the word. The ape has landed.